Hello, my darlings, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, my name is Mariya. Please subscribe below so we can be YouTube friends. This is my video about the portal of 6/6, June 6th, 2024. Interesting portal, fascinating energies, very unique portal, very unique energies. And so I am excited to tell you all about this portal. What are the energies that we're anchoring during that day? What is this portal the perfect timing for? What you should be thinking about first thing in the morning and throughout the day on 6/6? And what are the opportunities that are presented to us from the energy perspective by the universe? And what can we do with them? 6/6 is always an interesting portal because 6 in numerology is the number of karma. 6/6 is also the balancing act, usually between our masculine and feminine energies. It is, if you think about the start of David, that is made of two triangles, the upward and the downward. It has 6 points, and so that is usually the equilibrium. Point of equilibrium. Often, though, with portals that are 6/6, we are finally understanding, we're witnessing all the ways that we are out of equilibrium. And these portals are here to bring us back into our own center, to showcase very vividly where we are falling short and out of balance. I like to think of 6 in numerology as the number of reaping what you sow. So the seeds have been planted. You have been planting the seeds for the past 6 months. In this case, it's a 6-month time frame that we're cleaning up. Now, of course, what you have been busy doing in the past 6 months has been, call it the consequence of everything that has happened to you prior in your lifetime. So you are clearing up some very deep set patterns within yourself. Let's look at the rest of the numerology of that day to try to dissect what is it that's coming for us? What are the karmic knots? What is this residue, if you will, that we are removing? So the numbers of the day are 6, 6, and 8. 8 is the numerology of the year. If you bring them all together, you get a 20 or the number 2. So essentially you have 2 6s, you have an 8 and a 2 in this portal. Both 8 and 2 are feminine numbers. So that tells me that both the energies that we're working with and the outcome of this portal is we have to come closer to our femininity. And the 6s that we're working with are showing us that a part of you is out of balance. So what is it? What are the energies that are specifically coming through for this portal? The energies of mothering and the energies of motherhood, specifically mothering yourself, not mothering another being outside of you, but being a mother to yourself. I'm not just talking to women. Every human being has the potential within themselves to become their own mother and become their own father figure. If you haven't been properly parenting yourself, there will be things in your life that are out of alignment, that are out of focus. Certain things that you have been brushing under the rug because you deemed them less important. Specifically, the aspect that is coming through over here is the wounded archetype as well, the wounded child archetype. Because if we're observing the mother part of you, that means there's also the child part of you that has been suffering and has been undernourished. The specific pattern that the universe is showcasing on the portal of 6/6 is putting yourself last, not catering to your sanity, to your body, to your energy in a proper way. So you are being asked to examine where in your life you have been under-nurturing yourself. Where have you allowed things to run on autopilot? What are some of the patterns that you have, toxic and otherwise, that are causing you to feel depleted, causing you to feel out of alignment, causing you to feel low energy? All of these things need to start coming to the surface because part of the reason that you have been living that story is because you have not been mothering yourself properly. A part of you has been mothering yourself in a very neglectful way. It's almost like a part of you has been having really high expectations, like a stern mother archetype, and really holding you accountable for all the things without the opposite, without the unconditional love. And those energies are coming to be cleansed and cleared away from our auric fields, from our energy, from our, structural list of patterns, right? So this day, first things first, what are the things that you should be doing to address this pattern? A is journaling. Make a list of 10 things of how a mother that is unconditionally loving to their child behaves. What does an unconditionally loving mother do in the ideal setting? Write them down. And then examine these 10 things from the perspective of, are you being that to yourself? Are you giving that to yourself? Unconditional love, acceptance, etc. And then make a list of 10 things that you could be doing on a day-to-day basis, maybe not every day, if you were to mother yourself properly. Like if you were to hold yourself as your own baby, the most precious thing you have in your life, what would the mother archetype in you want to do for that baby? Perhaps would that mother buy the baby a special treat? Perhaps would that mother allow the baby to have more rest? Perhaps would that mother want the baby to have better sleep, go to bed earlier? Perhaps would that mother want the baby to take time for themselves to explore their passions or hobbies or art? What would your own inner mother want to do for your own inner baby? So that is just the journaling exercise and the getting present to what is it that you need from your own inner mother archetype. And then commit to doing the things on your list. And even if you cannot commit to all 10, at least find the 5 that you can do and either put them in your calendar or make the first step or number of steps to getting there. Like literally commit to mothering yourself. Very often we look for external mothers or mother figures. Often, in the sense of our moms. Sometimes, when we, especially when men get married, sometimes they're looking for that mother archetype in their wives. Sometimes you may be looking for a mother archetype in your friends, or your relatives or what have you. And in general, humanity is undernourished and undermothered. It's almost like we're 3 out of 10 on average around like how satisfied we are with how we have been mothered by our own moms. And I don't think our moms don't mean well. Obviously they do. And in fact, if there is an example of unconditional love on planet Earth, I would point to mothers first and foremost. And that being said, we still don't feel like we're enough for our own mothers. In order to start healing that pattern, you need to understand that the number one mother that you crave is within you. So here's what I would like for you to do as a practice, as a meditation. You can do this any day. You can do up to 3 days prior to the portal, up to 3 days after. I would like for you to grow in your own inner mother. So in a meditative state, imagine that you are dropping a seed inside of a lotus flower. It's a golden seed. And then imagine lotus flower like receiving the seed and then closing down the petals. And then place that lotus flower inside of a beautiful crystalline white water, a pond, whatever you want, lake. And then have an intention to grow your inner mother archetype. And whenever you're ready, take a few deep breaths and just watch in a meditative state how the petals of the lotus flower are opening up. And what is emerging is your own inner mother archetype. For those of you that don't see, feel it. Know that it is happening. And literally feel what is your inner mother archetype like. For those of you that can see, observe what are the attributes of your inner mother. What is she wearing? What kind of vibration does she have? Does your inner mother have a name? You may be surprised. It may be a different name. What is the predominant vibration of your inner mother? What color would she be if she were a color? And see in front of your inner mother, the baby, the inner baby that you are, this wounded child. And just have your inner mom hug that inner child, cradle it, sing it lullabies, do whatever that child needs. Your inner child already has specific needs, and your inner mother has the capacity to meet that child where it is right now. So allow yourself to do this mothering exercise. And remember, yes, on that day, not only are you the mother, but you're also the baby. So ask yourself, what does your inner baby want right that day on 6/6? and give it something that it wants. Treat it to something that it truly, truly wants, whatever that is, right? So baby yourself, a mother yourself, right? And understand that you are worthy of love, of unconditional acceptance. And that is your birthright. This is not something that you need to earn. This is not something that you need to become better in order to achieve. Give it to yourself today, forever, always. Make a commitment from this day onward to be the best mother you can be for yourself. Have compassion, have patience, forgive yourself. Allow yourself to release all of the masks and the things that no longer serve you. Because when your own inner mother is strong, what can grow inside of you is true unconditional love for yourself. And when you have that unconditional love for yourself, the world's your oyster. Anything is possible for you because that's when you know that you are, and that's when you realize that you are a perfect snowflake. There's never been anything wrong with you. You are special, and you are not here randomly on planet Earth at this pivotal time. You came here for a purpose and for a reason. In order for you to understand what that is, you need to start mothering yourself. Today, tomorrow, always. Please let me know in the comments how this resonates, how this lands in your body. And also let me know how you've been mothering yourself until this point. And please know that you are an entire universe within. The mother, the father, the Holy Ghost, the child, all of it. You have so many archetypes. And it is beautiful because you're one-stop shop and your own healing starts with you. I'm sending you so much love on the 6/6 portal. I'll see you in the next one. Bye, loves.